Hello there, it's Carl Gingerate Detailing. Today we're going to be applying a ceramic coating to this Z900 here. Ceramic coating is basically adding a very fine layer of glass to your paint finish, really giving it a good depth of shine and also protecting it from the elements, cutting down on cleaning times. It's overall win-win, to be fair. At this stage I've already washed it, I've already decontaminated as far as metal fallout, i.e. particles from the brake disc, etc. I've done tar decontamination, so removed all the tar spots, etc. from the bike. Also done a clay bar all over the bike, just to find any final contaminants and help level the lacquer out. I'm now machine polishing it, which is also part of the process, getting that paint as smooth and as shiny, removing any little swirls and scratches as I can. Ceramic coating is basically liquid glass. It's silica dioxide, which makes up part of glass. So that's what gives you that multi-dimensional shine, that show deep wet look which you see on a lot of cars and bikes. It's quite an easy process to follow, but it's just a lot of work to get to the stage of finishing it, which is why it seems so expensive when you get quotes from detailers, etc., because it's a very long-winded process. Right, so I'm going to set to now, finish polishing the bike, finish a bit more masking up, and then I'll show you what it's all about. This is the part of the process which seems to go on forever. I've had to remove the front mudguard because I couldn't get to the back of it, even with a nano polisher. Every single panel on the bike needs machine polishing to remove scratches, swirls, marring, etc. Luckily there wasn't a great deal of scratches on this bike, so I'm using a very soft pad with some very light compound. Even so, it still takes an absolute age to do it all. I'll fast forward it from here so you get to the nitty gritty stuff. Can now go on to polish the front of the mudguard. Again, like I said, every panel needs doing. Sadly, the areas you can't do by machine, you're going to have to do by hand. It takes a little bit longer, but it's the same process. Once the polishing is done, you need to get some alcohol and rub all the panels down, cleaning all the old residue off, any fingerprints, etc., etc. It does help if you wear gloves. Sadly, I'm allergic to them. It's all ready for the ceramic coating now. So you need a applicator block, which is very soft, foam backed, and a small suede square, what you lay over the block like so. You then take the ceramic coating, open the bottle. Oh dear. Open the bottle and you just go along it. You don't need a great deal of it, just enough like that. And then we apply it to the bike. After you've used these today, it'd be a matter of throwing them away, because once it goes hard, you're obviously going to be rubbing glass in anything you use it on. So we're going to be applying the coating to this mudguard first. So we put the product onto the applicator pad. You don't need too much. And then we're just running it down the length of the panel. All these different shapes to motorcycles, you need to really break them down into smaller sections. There we go, we go left and right as well. Just go mad with the pressure, and that wants to be left on for about 20 or 30 seconds just to flash off. And then we buff it. So that's now been on 20 odd seconds. We're just going to give it a quick buff. There you go. And that really now needs to dry for a good 24 hours. But in reality, obviously, not everyone's got a garage, etc. So we need to treat it with a silica spray. And what this will do, it will give it protection until the ceramic coating dries fully. From watermarking, etc. That's basically all there is to it. As you can see, there's a tank protector on it, stickers, lots of different shapes. So we're not going to be going side to side, up or down. We're going to have to just break the tank down into sections to make it easier for the product to be applied. So I'm just going to take this suede line here, follow that along to the edge, come back off it, like so. Put that one there. One application of ceramic coat will roughly do a 2x2 square easy enough, so another swage on there we can follow. So you've got plenty of product on the go. We're going to come over that, use a little bit of pressure. There we go. That's that tank pretty much finished. We're just going to use a hand just to coat the edge. We'll be leaving that for about 20 seconds to flush off. That's been on about 25 seconds now. When you're buffing it off, you're just looking for any uneven bits. See if the product was put on a little bit too heavy or it overlapped wrong. That looks good. It takes about 24 hours for this to cure properly, so what we need to be doing is adding a silica spray. This will stop it getting any watermarks or dust marks or anything like that. Gives it a nice deep shine as well. Once you've used all of these cloths on the ceramic job, you need to be chucking them away, unfortunately, because you're adding sand, very fine silica sand, or silica oxide, sorry, to your cloths. I'm just going to apply it to the tail. Again, one application of product onto the applicator will do this whole panel. Just about getting it on nice and level. Buff off for 20 seconds. There we go. Bit of silica spray. And just treat that like normal quick detailer. Wipe from length to length. As you can see, the results of the ceramic coating really does speak for itself. To keep it looking tip top, you need to be applying a ceramic detailer at least once a month. Then the coating should last 3+ years. There's another product called graphene which is very similar, but that can last up to 7 years. But again, it's all down to personal preference. And that's that, job done. Looks good, as you can see, ready for the summer. The benefits of it are you won't need to wash it as much, it stays cleaner longer, and when you do come and wash it, it washes so much easier. I mean, in the summer I very rarely do a bucket wash on it. I usually just sort of rinse it off with a hose pipe and then detail it, simple as that. Unless it gets really caked in crap, and then you do need to go a bit deeper, but that's another story. I'll put a link to all the products, the application stuff I used in the description, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I think the hardest bit of this video for me was trying to film it without getting my body in it, without getting my hands in it, but I think we got round it and I got some half decent footage. I'll probably do the next one outside, give me a bit more room, do some more longer shots and whatever, see how we get on. Right, okay, catch you all later. Please subscribe. Have a good one.